Hello everyone, welcome to QED, that is quite easy done with Archana. Today we will explore the fascinating world of plants and animal cells. We will discover the structures inside cells, their unique functions, and how they work together to keep life running smoothly. Let's dive in and see the amazing components of our cell. Before we begin, let's see what we will achieve in this lesson. By the end of this session, you will discover the special structures inside a cell and understand their unique functions. You will learn to identify and differentiate the key components of plant and animal cells, and you will be able to explain the role and importance of each structure in keeping the cell alive and working efficiently. Let's begin by recalling an important concept from what we have studied. Do you remember the definition of organelles? Now, let's understand what an organelle really is. Organelles are the different structures inside a cell that each have different jobs or functions to complete within the cell. Think of them like the parts of a factory. Each organelle has its own task, just like a factory has different departments. Some make energy, some make proteins, some store materials. All of them work together to keep the cell alive and functioning. Next, we will explore the different types of organelles. There are many types of organelles and each one plays a unique role in the cell. Some organelles are found in both plant and animal cells, while some are specific to plant or animal cells. Let's see what each one does in detail. First, let's examine the cell membrane. Cell membrane, the layer of both plant and animal cell that keeps fluids and other organelles inside the cell. It works like a security guard. Only certain molecules like nutrients and water can enter, while harmful substances are kept out. This helps the cell stay safe and maintain a stable internal environment. Now, let's look at the cell wall found only in plant cells. Cell wall, the outer layer of the plant cell that helps keep everything inside the cell protected. It is very strong and made up of materials like cellulose. Think of it as a protective fence around the cell, keeping it safe from the damage and harmful substances. Next is cytoplasm, the fluid inside the cell. Cytoplasm, the fluid that fills a cell. Cytoplasm is found in both plant and animal cells and contain many dissolved molecules. These molecules are used for chemical reactions, transporting nutrients, and helping organelles move around. Think of it like a jelly like soup that keeps everything floating and working properly. Now, let's explore the nucleus, the control center of the cell. Nucleus, the control center of both plant and animal cells that controls growth and reproduction. It stores all the cell's DNA in the form of chromosomes, which act like instruction manuals telling the cell what to do and when. Without the nucleus, the cell cannot grow, reproduce, or function properly. Inside the nucleus, there is a special structure called the nucleolus. Nucleolus is a part of both plant and animal cell that is found inside the nucleus. It is made up of RNA and the protein looks like a nucleus inside a nucleus. The nucleolus is important because it produces ribosomes, which are essential for the building proteins in the cell. Next is chloroplast, found only in plant cells. Chloroplast converts sunlight into sugar that can be used by the cell. This process is called photosynthesis. Think of chloroplast as solar panels that capture sunlight and turn it into energy for the plants to grow and survive. Now, let's see mitochondria, often called the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria performs cellular respiration, breaking down nutrients into the energy cell can use. Without mitochondria, the cell wouldn't have enough energy to perform tasks like growth, movement, and reproduction. Next is the Golgi apparatus, which processes and packages molecules. Golgi apparatus turns a combination of molecules into new molecules, then either sends them out of the cell or stores them for later. You can think of it like a post office of the cell. It labels and sends packages to the right place so the cell can function smoothly. Now, let's look at smooth endoplasmic reticulum or smooth ER. Smooth ER attached to the nucleus, it helps create and store lipids, which are fats important for the cell's energy and structure. It looks like a network of tubes and work quietly behind the scenes to keep the cell healthy. Next is rough endoplasmic reticulum or rough ER. Rough ER works with ribosomes attached to it to help synthesize and package proteins. Proteins are essential building blocks of the cell. Rough ER looks like sheets of the membrane connecting to the nucleus and acts like a protein factory inside the cell. Now, let's see vacuoles, the storage bubbles of the cell. Vacuoles store food, nutrients, and waste products. They help maintain the right balance of water and nutrients. In plant cells, vacuoles are much larger and can even help the plant maintain its shape. Next, ribosomes, the protein builders of the cell. Ribosomes are the small organelles that build long chains of amino acids to make proteins. Proteins are essential for growth, repair, and the functioning of the cell. Ribosomes are like tiny factories making exactly what the cell needs. Now, let's learn about lysosomes, the cleanup crew of the cell. Lysosomes help the cell by breaking down waste, damaged organelles, or any material the cell no longer needs. They contain enzymes that digest and recycle these parts, keeping the cell clean and healthy. Next are peroxisomes, tiny but powerful protectors inside your cell. Peroxisomes break down fatty acids and toxic substances like hydrogen peroxide into harmless materials. They help to protect the cell from chemical damage. Now, let's explore microtubules, tiny yet powerful structures that give shape and support to the cell. Microtubules help maintain the cell structure and play a key role during the cell division. They act like a skeleton inside the cell, holding everything in place and helping the cell divide properly during mitosis and meiosis. Next are centrioles, found only in animal cells. Centrioles help the cell divide during mitosis and meiosis. They are made up of microtubules and act like guides, making sure the chromosomes are divided evenly into new cells. Without centrioles, the cell wouldn't be able to reproduce accurately. Now that we have explored all organelles, let's compare plant and animal cells. Plant cells have a cell wall, chloroplasts, and large vacuoles, while animal cells do not. Animal cells have centrioles and smaller vacuoles instead. Both share common organelles like the nucleus, mitochondria, and cytoplasm. Every organelle in a cell works together like a team to keep the cell alive. For example, the nucleus gives instructions, ribosomes make proteins, the Golgi apparatus packages them, and mitochondria provide the energy needed. This teamwork helps the cell grow, repair, and stay active. Let's quickly recap what we have learned today. We explored plant and animal cells, learned about their different organelles, and discovered how each one contributes to the life of a cell. We also compared their structures and saw how teamwork between organelles makes life possible. Here's a fun fact. The human body has nearly 37 trillion cells. Each one is busy working with its organelles to keep you alive every second of your life. Isn't that incredible? That brings us to the end of our journey into the plant and animal cells. I hope you enjoyed learning with me and now understand the importance of each organelle in keeping the cell alive and active. This is Archana signing off from QED, that is quite easy done. Keep exploring and keep learning.